Good morning. We welcome you to our very first virtual Saturday Academy program. We are so happy that you are joining us this morning. We hope that you and your family are healthy and well. We know this is a tough time for so many families, so we wanted to bring you all some fun learning activities today. The recorded videos will remain on the website and be available after today, so you can always come back and view them again. This entire Saturday Academy program will also be televised on our cable channel, so tune in and watch. Before I share the format for the day, I first would like to thank everyone involved who helped put this program together today. We would especially like to thank Mr. Doug Brown, Ms. Laura Belfiore, and Megan Mastrogiacomo from Ossinnig for being the liaison between the districts. We would like to especially thank Board President Pereira, all of the board members, and Dr. Mauricio for their ongoing support. The format for today will be that you will hear greetings from our superintendent, Dr. Mauricio, and our special guest, Dr. Sanchez, the superintendent from Ossinnig. In honor of Friendship Month, which was in April, and part of our Commitment to Character program, we invited all Ossinnig students and families to join our Saturday Academy program. After you hear greetings, you can go to the Peekskill or Ossinnig website and you will find the link to the recorded activities. Today we will have a tour of the 2x2 zoo farm. I think the animals have a special message for you. We will have yoga sessions by Karen Faulkner. You will have a boxing session which is sponsored by Be First Boxing. The Ossinnig Explore and Learn program has shared 3 activities: a read aloud from the Ossinnig library, a lesson on the introduction to guitar, and there is also a link to an introduction to martial arts. We are also excited to share that many of our Peekskill and Ossinnig community partners and agencies have shared informational videos about their programs and services. Please look out for the partner messages and announcements. We hope you all stay healthy and safe. Please wear a mask and stay 6 feet apart. We miss you and hope to see you soon. Buenos días. Le damos la bienvenida a nuestro primer programa virtual de la Academia de los Sábados. Estamos muy felices de que te unas a nosotros esta mañana. Esperamos que usted y su familia estén sanos y saludables. Sabemos que este es un momento difícil para tantas familias, por lo que queríamos brindarles algunas actividades divertidas de aprendizaje hoy. Los videos grabados permanecerán en el sitio web y estarán disponibles después de hoy para que siempre pueda volver a verlos nuevamente. Todo este programa de la Academia del Sábado también será televisado en nuestro canal de cable, así que sintonice y mírelo. El formato para hoy será que escuchará saludos de nuestro superintendente, el Dr. Mauricio, y nuestro invitado especial, el Dr. Sánchez, el superintendente de Ossinnig. Hoy tendremos un recorrido por la granja del zoológico 2x2. Creo que los animales tienen un mensaje especial para ti. Tendremos una sesión de yoga por Karen Faulkner. Tendrá una sección de boxeo patrocinada por Be First Boxing. Y el programa de Ossinnig ha compartido 3 actividades. Una lectura en voz alta de la biblioteca de Ossinnig, una lección sobre la introducción a la guitarra y también hay una introducción a las artes marciales. También nos complace compartir que muchos de nuestros socios y agencias de la comunidad de Peekskill y Ossinnig han compartido algunos mensajes e informaciones sobre sus programas y servicios. Esperamos que todos se mantengan sanos y seguros. Use una máscara y manténgase a 6 pies de distancia. Te extrañamos y los esperamos verlos pronto.
Good afternoon, Peekskill. This is Dr. Mauricio, Superintendent of Schools. I am so excited that we're here on a Saturday hosting our virtual Saturday Academy. I have the pleasure of working with Dr. Sanchez, the Superintendent of Schools in Ossinnig, and he gave me a call a few weeks ago and we said, let's work together and do something very special for our community. And so it's great for us to be working together. Bienvenidos a las familias de Peekskill. Yo soy el doctor Mauricio. Estoy aquí con el superintendente de las escuelas en Ossinnig, doctor Sánchez. Y bienvenido a nuestra academia del sábado. Y espero que todos están de buena salud. Y gracias por estar aquí con nosotros hoy. I'm going to turn it over to Dr. Sanchez to give greetings as well. We hope that you enjoy today. We have some wonderful things planned for you, and we hope that you take advantage of that. Dr. Sanchez.
So thank you, Dr. Mauricio, and just want to say hi to our Ossinnig families and Peekskill families. This is a unique opportunity. It's always, we know how special our Saturdays are, both in Peekskill and in Ossinnig. This is a unique opportunity. While we live in different places within Westchester County, this is an opportunity to share in some common experiences. And so we're very, very excited. I hope that you enjoy the opportunities that have been created by some really talented staff members, community members, and community organizations that have come together to make this happen. So, and I also just want to thank the Peekskill School District for their collaboration and collaboration that takes place all the time. You know, we're all in this for education. We're all in this for our families, and we care very deeply about each and every one of you. So we look forward to hearing and seeing you during this special Saturday. So a todos los padres quiero dar las gracias por todos que están aquí esta tarde. Espero que disfruten las actividades que hemos organizado. Quiero también darle las gracias a la escuela de Peekskill y todos los miembros de la escuela de Ossinnig por ayudarnos en estas actividades. Y espero que disfruten la oportunidad que tenemos aquí esta tarde y lo que le haga falta, también sepa que nosotros estamos aquí por ustedes. Gracias and thank you to everybody.
Thank you, Dr. Sanchez. It's great to partner with you and your team. I just want to give a quick shout out, and then I'll turn it over to you to give a final shout out to anyone from your staff, Mrs. Ellen Gerace, Mrs. Carmen Vargas, and Mrs. Olivel Flores. Want to thank them for all that they have done working with your team as well. And I'll just give you the opportunity to thank anyone from your team as well.
Well, I just want to give a very special thank you to Megan Massagiacomo, our community school leader, who has been instrumental in working with Peekskill, and once again to all our collaborators. So we look forward to a great day. And thank you to everybody.
All right, great. Thank you. Enjoy, families from Ossinnig and from Peekskill. We look forward to continue our collaboration. Hopefully you enjoyed today. Thank you.
Take care, everybody.
Hello, my name is Instructor Tracy, and I teach at United Martial Arts Center's Taekwondo School over in Briarcliff. And today I'm going to be showing you some of the basics about Taekwondo in your home, which is pretty cool nowadays. You couldn't do that before. Number one, anyone know what this flag is? Probably do. This is the American flag. You might not know what this one is. Now, this is the South Korean flag. Taekwondo comes from South Korea, and its roots are over 2,000 years old. A little bit older than me. So what I'm going to show you, we do speak in a little bit of Korean, nothing too crazy, but I just ask that you follow along. So we're going to play a little game. Everyone say chariot. Chariot means to stand at attention like they do in the military. So I'm going to ask you to wiggle around, and when I say chariot, show me that. Ready? And wiggle around, wiggle, wiggle, and chariot, frozen. Nice, great job. So that is showing self-control. Self-control is one of the most important things in Taekwondo, because the moves I'm going to show you, the strong kicks, well, you could hurt someone with, right? But we have to show self-control and only use our Taekwondo to defend ourselves. Thumbs up if that makes sense, okay? Great. So now I want to tell a quick story. Confidence is also important in Taekwondo, right? because that's what helps you become a better person and become more successful as you grow older. So one quick story about confidence. When I was testing for this latest belt, I had to break cement with my foot with a kick. Pretty cool, right? So I went into it. I was like, oh man, I don't know if I can do this. Oh, I don't know. And I missed. And then I missed. And I missed. And then finally I was like, I'm going to do this. And I broke it, right? And that was because I said that I can. Before I was saying I don't want to do it. I don't know if I can. But once I showed the confidence that I was able to do it, I was able to achieve it, okay? Enough of that. I am going to have confidence challenge at the end for all of you, okay? But now we're going to get started with Taekwondo. So when I say chariot, we're going to stand at attention, put our hands and feet together, and we're going to bow like this. And when we bow, we show respect. I bow to you because without you, I would have no one to teach. And you bow to me because I am teaching you. And when we bow, we say, thank you, sir. Or if we're working with a lady, we say, thank you, ma'am. Ready? So this is the most basic thing that we're going to do. Make tight fists. Step over, say, 1, sir. 2 punches down, say, 2, sir. Arms up, step over and bend. Go, 3, sir. Take this hand, go 4, sir. This one, go 5, sir. Now a little faster. 6, sir. 7, sir. Bring it up. 8, sir. 9, sir. 10, sir. And bow, say, thank you, sir. So I know I can't see you, but I'm sure that you did a strong job. I'm sure your punches were really strong, but now I have to see how strong your mind is. Like I said before, Taekwondo isn't just kicking and punching. It's about having confidence and believing in ourselves. So when you do it, tell me which person sounds more confident. 1, sir. 2, sir. Or 1, sir. 2, sir. Which one, the first or the second one? My guess is you're going to say the second one, right? The person that was louder and stronger. So we're going to do it one more time. I have to hear all the way from here, and probably a couple of days later, the confidence. Ready? Step over, go 1, sir. 2, sir. 3, sir. Take this one, go 4, sir. 5, sir. 6, sir. 7, sir. 8, sir. 9, sir. 10, sir. That was probably much stronger. And bow, say thank you, sir. All right, so I did mention that Taekwondo is from Korea, so we're going to have to count a little bit in Korean, the really cool words. All right, ready? So chariot, stand at attention, and we're going to do 5 jumping jacks. Everyone say hana, dual, set, net, dasit. Ready? So it's hana, dual, set, net, dasit. All right, I want you to try that on your own. 2 sets of 5. Ready? Hana, dual, set, net, dasit. Hana, dual, set, net, dasit. And relax. Great. We have to get our muscles moving a little bit. Now I'm going to teach you some 10 elbow strikes. So ready? Jumbi. That's our ready position. Arms up, step over, bend your knee, say, hey. Take this one, bring it in like a chicken wing, and go 1, sir. Other one in, go 2, sir. This one comes up, 3, sir. This one up, 4, sir. Reach over, 5, sir. Reach over, 6, sir. Reach down, 7, sir. Reach down, 8, sir. Reach up, 9, sir. Now jump up as high as you can, go, hey! And borrow means to return, chariot. And bow, say thank you, sir. Great job. Now, Taekwondo is famous for its kicks. So the first kick is called an axe kick. When you have some wood and you're chopping with an axe, you bring it up high and down hard. We're going to do the same thing with our leg. So take this leg, step it behind you, cross your arms, and say, hey. And again, on the idea of confidence, we say A to make our moves stronger. We're louder if someone's attacking us. It scares them a little bit and also makes our moves stronger by increasing our belief in ourselves. Ready? So this leg, when I say go, you're going to bring it up, down, and cross. Ready? Go. Up, down, and cross. Nice. Now we're going to do 5 each side. I'm going to count in Korean. Ready? Hana. Up, down, hey. Nice. Dual. Up, down, hey. Set. Up, down, hey. Net. Hey. Dasit. Up, down, hey. And switch your feet. Cross your arms. Say, hey. Now this time, even higher. Ready? Hana. Up, down, cross, hey. Dual. Up, down, cross, hey. Set. Up, down, cross, hey. Net. Up, down, cross, hey. Dasit. And nice. Borrow, return. Great job. I didn't say anything on that last one, so I want to see if you got it. Great. So now another kick, right? The axis comes up and then down. A front kick comes up and then snaps out. This is like you're hitting someone here, or maybe here if you're very flexible. To defend ourselves, I would say a little bit lower would be better, right? So this time we're gonna have our hands up. This kick is really just to warm up. We would never really use this to defend ourselves, right? The front kick we would use to stop someone coming towards us. So we're gonna put our hands up like this, and this is how we protect ourselves. This one's a little further away, so I can defend out here. This one's a little bit closer in case I miss with this guy, right? So we're gonna step back, hands up, go, hey! Nice. And then you're gonna bring your knee, I'll go this way. You're gonna bring your knee up and kick it out, go, hey! And notice how I pulled it back. If I just leave it there, someone could catch it and spin around, throw me outside, right? I don't want that to happen. I want to have control over my kick. So I bring my knee up, out, and back. Ready? So we're going to try that. Everyone bring your knee up, kick it out, pull it back. I like to say almost like you're kicking your can, right? And knee up, and go, hey, and back. Nice. Great job. Ready? And knee up, hey, and back. All right, now when I count, we're going to do 5 knee kick pull. Ready? And I'll still do it this way. Hana. Knee kick pull. Nice. And back with your hands up. Keep those hands glued. Dual. Knee kick pull. And back. Set. Knee kick pull. And net. Knee kick pull. And das it. Knee kick pull. Nice. Now we're going to go the other side. Same thing. Knee up first. Out and back. Like you're stopping someone in front. If you get that really well, make sure you curl your toes back so you're hitting with the bottom of your foot. This way you don't break your toes. Ready? And just bring it up. One practice. Out back. Nice. And now when I count, you're going to do the whole thing. Hana. Knee kick pull. Nice. And back. Dual. Knee kick pull. Nice. And set. Knee kick pull. And net. Knee kick pull. And hard, hit hard. Das it. Knee kick pull. And borrow chariot. And bow, say thank you, sir. Great job. Now we're going to do some push-ups. So if you can do a perfect push-up, great. If you can't, that's okay. You're going to go down, release your hands, and then push your body up the best you can. This is how I actually started doing push-ups, because when I was your age, I was really bad at push-ups. But I started doing this, and now I got a little bit better, okay? Ready? So we're going to do 10. We're going to do 5 counts, 2 sets of that in Korean. Ready? And the first 5, I'll do the hand release to C. The second 5, I'll do the regular. Ready? And go. Down, release, and up. Hana. Down, release, and up. Dual. Down, release, up. Set. Net. Das it. Ready? Now second set. Hana. Dual. Set. Net. Das it. All right, and stand back up. Say yes, sir. Everyone show me how we stand kind of lazy. Show me confident. Lazy, confident. Are we lazy or are we confident? Everyone say confident, sir. That way when we say it, we become it. All right? Ready? Now we're going to do some blocks, right? So now we learned kind of how to do some punches, some elbows, some kicks. Now we're going to learn some of our basic blocks. We're going to do 2. Right? If someone's attacking us, our body, it's a low block. If someone's attacking our head, we're blocking it out of the way with a high block. All right? So first, Jumbi, that's over, side, down, arms up, step and bend. This is called our horse stance. Our knees stay bent so we can't see our toes like this. And hey. So you're going to take this hand, bring it to your shoulder, and just for now, block it in front of your leg. This is protecting your side against someone hitting you here or even the middle of your leg. Ready? So 1, down, and this one's going to come to my side. Now I bring this one over, block, pull this one to my side. Over, block, pull. Over, block, pull. Now that's okay if you're just doing it that speed to do it to start, right? But now I'm going to challenge you a little bit and do them at the same time. So this one over, this one's here protecting our body. Then you go down and pull. Over, down, and pull. Over. Now at the same time, ready, go. 1. Nice. Now we're going to do 4. Set your hands. It always starts here. And hana. Down. This one to the shoulder. Other one over. Dual. Down. I call this covering because you're covering your body. Cover and set. Nice. Cover, net. All right, now we're gonna do some punches. Ready? Here, everyone go, hana. Dual, set, net. Pretty easy, right? I think the punch is the easiest thing. Now everyone say tai, quan. This is gonna be a high punch, do. Ready? Tai, quan, do. Now 4 punches, too low, too high. U-M-A-C. It's the name of our school. U-M-A-C. Now as fast as you can. U-M-A-C. Nice. Now we're gonna do a high block. This is a defense against the high punch. So you're gonna take this one, bring it to your belly. This one on top. This one comes over. The one on the bottom comes up. This one comes down. This one over, this one in. This is again covering our body. Ready? Over, down. Cover, over, down. Cover, over, down. Cover. Now this one at the same time, snap it. Ready? And hana. Snap. Now cover. This one blocks. Ready? Snap. This one stays tight at our side. If you want to feel your ribs, feel your hip, it's a little squishy part in the middle. Some of us have a little more squish than others. I think I have the most, okay? This one over, this one here, and go. Now we're gonna do 4. Ready? Cover, hana. Cover, pretend someone's punching you in the face, you're blocking out of the way. Dual. Cover, set. Cover, net. Cover, dasit. Oh, we did 5. We did 1 extra. And borrow. Chariot. And bow, say thank you, sir. Great job. We're almost there. Now we have to strengthen our legs just a little bit. We're going to do a jack squat. So it's like a jumping jack, but with a squat. So I take one hand, bring it down, touch the ground. I bend my knees. I'm not going like this. I'm bending and touching. Then I come up, feet together. So here, down, up. Ready? We're going to do 10. This hand first. And hana. Down, up. Dual. Down, up. Set. Net. Dasit. 5 more. Ready? Hana. Dual. Set. Net. Dasit. And chariot. Bow, say thank you, sir. All right, that is the physical lesson for today. Hopefully you learned something. If you've ever worked with me before, I feel like I've worked with a lot of students in the schools. Then this is something you should have done before, but you can definitely practice it again. Now it's time for like our mental lesson, right? So that was our physical lesson, the kicking and punching. But like I said before, Taekwondo is more than just kicking and punching, right? It's about who you are. So raise your hand if you brush your teeth. I can't see, but hopefully everyone there is raising your hand. If you're not, your lesson is to brush your teeth because that's very good for you, okay? This way, when you're my age, you still have teeth. But if you brush your teeth, I want you to say before you brush your teeth, I am confident, and do the same thing with your hands that I did. So I make a fist, hit it over my heart, I am, and then confident. Because what we say after I am, we become. So I know I can't see you, but I'm gonna guess some of us have said, oh man, I am so not smart. Probably said a different word, but I'm not gonna say that because that's not a great word. But you probably said something, oh, like, I can't do this, I'll never be that, I'll never be that, right? And then if you say that, will you do anything to be that? No. If you want to be an astronaut, you're like, oh, I'll never be an astronaut. Are you going to try in math and science? Probably not, right? Then are you going to be able to be an astronaut if you don't try in math and science and do well in school? Probably not, right? But if you say, I'm going to be an astronaut, then are you going to do things to help you be an astronaut? Or are you going to study really hard in math and science and want to go to a good school and do all the extra work that you have to, right? What you say after I am, you become because you choose to do things that help you become it, right? So I want everyone to say, I am confident. This way, you do things that are confident, and then you become confident. If that sounds like a plan, great. If not, if you just want to learn some kicks and punches, then maybe this isn't the right thing for you, okay? Because Taekwondo is about being respectful and showing self-control, right? If you've ever watched Spider-Man, Uncle Ben said, with great power comes great responsibility, right? So I'm giving you a great power to kick and punch, but with that becomes a responsibility to be a good person, okay? So we're gonna finish up, chariot, and best say thank you, sir. Great job, and I'll see you next time.
Hey everyone, it's Mrs. Rollins from Margaret's Place in Peekskill Middle School. I just want to let everyone know I'm back from maternity leave and I'm here if you guys need anything. There's a flyer going around with more Margaret's Place information and links on it. And actually this summer I'm going to be planning another library program more focused on the elementary kids. Stories, art, it's going to be fun. We don't know if it's going to be online yet, most likely, but we're planning for that now, so keep a lookout, and that's with the field library. All right, guys, I hope everybody's safe. I miss everyone, and I hope you guys have a good rest of the school year. Stay focused. I know that it's online, but it's still important. I miss you guys. Bye.
As a result of COVID-19, novel coronavirus, many people are finding themselves out of work. If you're unemployed as a result of COVID-19, you may be eligible to apply for unemployment insurance through the New York State Department of Labor. There are certain requirements in order to be eligible to file for employment insurance. You need to be a U.S. citizen, have a green card, or a work permit. At this time, the Department of Labor is asking people to apply for unemployment insurance based on their last name. People with last names starting A through F should apply on Mondays. People with last names starting G through N should apply on Tuesdays, and people with last names starting with O through Z on Wednesdays. Anyone who missed their filing day based on the first letter of their last name can go ahead and apply Thursday through Saturday. Also, you can apply either online or by phone. To apply online, go to www.labor.newyork.gov. Again, www.labor.ny.gov. Or by phone at 1-888-209-8124. Again, 1-888-209-8124. From Monday through Thursday, 8 a.m. to 7:30 p.m., Friday, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m., or Saturday, 7:30 a.m. to 8 p.m. There are translation services available for those who apply by phone. If you don't meet the eligibility requirements, there are other programs and resources available to you. If you have questions or need assistance, call Neighbors Link at 914-666-3410. Thanks.
Hi, my name is Michelle Cunningham, and I'm one of the coaches here at Peekskill Be First Boxing. I'm here today with one of our students, Taylor, and we're going to show you some family-friendly exercises that you can do at home. Since we can't have the Saturday Academy in person, we are practicing our social distancing, we're wearing our masks, and we're staying safe and healthy. So we're going to go through just some quick exercises just to show you how to keep fit, how to keep safe. You can do it with the family first thing in the morning, and we're just going to keep you fit and healthy. So here we are with some of the challenges that you can do on that Saturday morning. After you've done your 5-day workout, we're going to start off with a push-up challenge. We have Taylor back with us, and we have Coach West here. So let's get down into your push-up position. And if you notice, they both have on their masks because, you know, we want to be safe here. But if you're home with family, you don't have to wear your mask. And we're going to start now. Let's go. Get those push-ups in. Down and up. These are partner push-ups. See who can do them the fastest. See who can do the most in a minute. We got a salute going on. We have our dog in the background. If you have a dog, get them involved too. It's fun to work out with your pets. One leg up. There we go. There you go. Challenge yourself. Kids against parents.
You having fun? Yeah. Good. So, what we're going to show you now is a couple of things that you can use as targets to actually work on your boxing. We're going to do just basic punches, the jab, the cross, and the hook, okay? And we can use things that are right at home and hopefully you have a couple of these things. So right now we're gonna use a nice couch pillow, okay? And Taylor's gonna actually show us the jab. First, I want you to show him a nice slow jab, Taylor. So she's standing in her boxing position, and she's just gonna let her jab go. One. Now we're gonna make it a little bit more fun. We're gonna move it and see if she can get it. One. Good, there we go. Good, and she didn't knock me out. Okay, so that's just a regular pillow. So if you have one of these balls at home, these are great to actually use for punching. We're gonna do some combinations. You can actually do a jab and a cross, which is a 1-2. Okay, so 1-2, 1-2, 1-2. Good. And then we can actually do a 1-2-3. Good. 1-2-3. Good. 1-2-3. Good. So now we're gonna push in the tail and she's gonna jab backwards to keep me away. One. Good. So this is another thing that you can use just to work on your punches right at home. And it actually feels very good when you punch it, so it doesn't hurt your hands. Okay, now we have the classic noodle, which we usually use in the pool, but we actually use this in the boxing ring a lot, or in the boxing gym. So not only can you use this to actually dodge or slip, so slip to the left, slip to the right, slip left, slip right, duck, slip left, slip right. Slip left, right, slip, slip left, right, slip, and one, 2, 1-2, slip left, slip right, good. So these are things that you can use to get your heart rate up, to teach you how to punch correctly, keeping your distance. Okay, so these are all things that you can use at the house to help you with your punches. And what you want to do is you try to throw as many punches as you can at the object for 1 minute. And then you can switch off if you have one of your family members, and then you can go back to punching, and up to about 3 minutes total. And it will help you actually get your heart rate up, exercise your hands and your arms and everything. So good luck, okay? And use whatever you can use here. Just don't kill each other.
Okay, guys, we're back again with Coach West and Taylor. We're going to show you one more challenge that's lots of fun, and we can get everybody involved. So they're going to do a crab walk challenge, and they're going to see which crab is standing. So let's get down into our crab walk position, and let's see.
Just pull my arm out of that ball, right?
All right, ready and go. Let's go. So the object of this is to kick the leg out from under the opposing crab, and it looks like Taylor won that one. So last but not least, if you have a pet, even if you don't, it's also great to get outside, enjoy some fresh air, some sunshine, and you can take your pet for a nice walk. Or you can go for a run, depending on how he feels. And off they go. The most important thing to remember is to have fun and to stay active. We'll see you soon. Stay safe and take care.
Hello, Peekskill families, neighbors, and friends. As we continue to navigate this difficult time together, we want to provide valuable information about the health coverage options available for you and your family. Fidelis Care is here to help. If you or a family member needs health insurance, you could call Fidelis Care directly at 1-888-343-3547 or visit fideliscare.org for more information. A Fidelis Care representative can answer your questions, help you choose the care that's right for you, and provide assistance with enrollment over the telephone. Please continue to stay safe as Fidelis Care continues to focus on the health and wellness of our community. Thank you.
Hey everybody! My name is Ignira
I'm a librarian from the Ossinnig Public Library. I hope you all are well and safe. All the library staff members miss being at the library and miss seeing all of you. Today, I thought I'd bring the library into your homes. I'm going to read a story about friendship. Being a good friend is important, especially during difficult times. What do you think it means to be a good friend? Tell your grown-up. I think being a good friend means supporting your friend, helping them when they need something, even if it's just a smile or a laugh. The story we're going to read together is called One Cool Friend by Tony Buzio. Are you ready? If you're ready for a story, clap your hands. If you're ready for a story, clap your hands. If you're ready for a story, if you're ready for a story, if you're ready for a story, clap your hands. One Cool Friend by Tony Buzio, illustrated by David Small. Elliot was a very proper young man. So on Saturday morning, when his father said,
"Family fun day at the aquarium. Shall we go?"
Elliot thought, kids? Masses of noisy kids? But he only said, "Of course! Thank you for inviting me." At the aquarium, Elliot's father settled on a bench to read his National Geographic.
"Have fun, Elliot,"
he said. So Elliot did. He skipped the mobs of kids at the giant saltwater tank, amazing jellies display, and hands-on tide pool exhibit. At the end of the hall, he discovered penguins! In their tidy black feathered tuxedos with their proper posture, they reminded Elliot of himself. Even Ferdinand Magellan looked like his kind of guy. At noontime, Elliot's father asked,
"Are you having fun?"
"Yes, thank you," said Elliot. "May I please have a penguin?"
"Sure,"
his father said, and handed over a $20 bill. "That's very kind," Elliot said, and headed off. Elliot emptied the school notices from his backpack, selected the smallest penguin, and popped it inside. His father asked,
"Where's your penguin?"
"In my backpack," Elliot said. "Thanks for asking." In his room, Elliot dialed the air conditioner down to its coldest setting. "Maybe you'd like to skate?" Elliot asked.
"Grok,"
said Magellan. So Elliot dragged his old wading pool upstairs, then fed the garden hose through the kitchen window and turned on the faucet. "Forgive the inconvenience," he said as he passed his father's office. Soon the air conditioner had done its work. Later, Elliot knocked on the door of his father's office. "I have some research to do at the library about Magellan."
"When I was in 3rd grade, I got Captain Cook,"
his father said. "Where did you keep him?" Elliot asked. But his father had already turned to charting the changing boundaries of the Great Barrier Reef. Elliot and Magellan rode to the library. When Elliot set him on the librarian's desk, Magellan held completely still. Miss Stanbridge didn't blink an eye, even when Magellan blinked his. She helped them access www.penguinsonice.com, copy pages from the Arctic anecdotes, and borrow best behavior for birds. On the way home, Elliot stopped for 8 bags of ice and a snack. Luckily, his father's $20 bill was just enough to cover it.
"How did the research go?"
Elliot's father asked behind an atlas. "Great!
Magellan was perfect, Elliot said. Just like Captain Cook, his father said. Elliot read his library book aloud while Magellan cooled down. They shared a bag of goldfish crackers, but Magellan was still hungry. May I please bake frozen pizzas for supper? Elliot asked. That's nice of you, his father said. But the only flavor we have left is anchovy. Perfect, Elliot said. Magellan loves them. That evening, Elliot heard his father rummaging for ice cream. Luckily, Magellan had politely moved the carton to the front of the freezer shelf. Unfortunately, Magellan forgot his manners overnight. When Magellan awoke, he was longing for a swim. Elliot drew him a deep tub of cold water. He left Magellan diving and holding his breath. I think I'll have a bit of a soak, Elliot's father announced. Wait, Elliot said. I left my penguin in there. I'll set him on the hamper and do my best not to splash. Elliot! Elliot rushed to the door. Young man, where did this penguin come from? Elliot's father demanded. The southern tip of Argentina, Elliot said. That's right, his father said. As for Captain Cook, he added, he came from Galapagos Islands.
Wow, that was one cool story. I can't believe Elliot brought a penguin home. Crazy! Elliot was a good friend to Magellan. In what ways do you think he was a good friend? Tell your grown-up. That's right! He made a room colder for Magellan. Penguins need the cold. He fed him when he was hungry. He let Magellan swim in the bathtub. Elliot even went to the library to find information on how to take care of Magellan. So, I want to ask you a question. What animal would you bring home? Why? How would you take care of it? Let your grown-up know. I would probably bring home a puppy. My little son who's 7 and my daughter who's 10, they've been wanting a puppy for so long now. So that's what I would bring home because puppies are so cute and cuddly and they become part of the family too, right? And we probably take care of it by showing love, feeding it, and making sure that the puppy is well taken care of. So boys and girls, in honor of Magellan, we are going to be making our own penguin, just like this. Here's what you'll need. You'll need 3 pieces of paper, just any white paper like this if you have it. Or if you have construction paper at home, you can use that as well. You'll need 1 black, 1 white, and 1 orange. And you'll see I've already started cutting my pieces to my penguin. So the first step that you're gonna do is you're gonna take your paper and you're gonna make 2 circles. 1 big circle for the penguin's body, just like this. And it's okay, you can make whatever circle you can. And then you're gonna take another paper and make 1 smaller circle for the inside of his stomach. Then you're gonna cut these out. And I've already done it with my construction paper. So you see I have my black body and then my white smaller circle to go inside the body, just like that. Once you've cut out your paper, then you can glue your white part and color in the black part, just like I've done here. And if you have the construction paper, you can just glue your white part, no need to color in, because your black is already black. So let me just
do my part here. Now, once you have the body done, then all you're gonna need now are your eyes, your nose, and your feet. You can take some white paper and just make 2 small circles for your eyes and cut those out. I shade a little bit in for the eyeballs. You can use markers or crayons, whatever you feel free, or whatever you have at home. So you can use that. You can cut them out and then paste them right onto your penguin. I'm gonna paste mine on my construction paper. I have them ready here. Make sure you have some glue handy and also the crayons or markers and some scissors handy as well. And a pencil. So I put my eyes on there. Then you're gonna cut out a triangle for its beak, like this. I use the construction paper, but you can also do it with white paper and just color it in orange. So then once you have that, you can paste it right underneath the penguin's eyes, like this. And then you're gonna make little feet for your penguin. You can use the orange construction paper like I did here, or you can do it on your white paper and color it in orange. So I kind of just do like a extended M or M and an N together, and then just loop it around like a U, and that's how I make the little feet for the penguin. Then you can color them in orange. My orange crayon, color it in, and then cut it out for the penguin's feet. And then you just paste it right at the bottom of the body. And there you have it, our little own penguins. And don't forget, make sure you name your penguin. And I'm going to name my little penguin over here Mr. Freeze. And I'm going to name this little penguin over here Ice Cube, because penguins like the cold. Alright, I hope you guys enjoy. See you next time. And hope to see you in the library very, very soon. Bye now.
Hi, my name is Meha. I am an immigration attorney with NeighborsLink. Many people have asked how unemployment insurance, medical care, and other benefits such as food banks will affect the newly enforced public charge rule. So public charge is a test to determine if someone applying for permanent residence or a green card or for a visa to enter the United States seems likely to depend on public benefits in the future. If the US government decides that the applicant is likely to become a public charge, the government can deny their green card or visa application. First, it's important to know that using reduced school lunch and breakfast programs will not count towards the newly enforced public charge rule. Using food banks will also not count towards the public charge rule. The public charge rule does not restrict access to testing, screening, or treatment of the COVID-19 novel coronavirus. Any medical service related to COVID-19, even if such treatment is provided or paid for by public benefits, such as federally funded Medicaid, will not count as a public benefit under the public charge. The United States Citizenship and Immigration Services has clearly stated that they will not consider testing, treatment, nor preventative care related to COVID-19 against you for the public charge test. This includes vaccines should a vaccine become available. USCIS has provided COVID-19 related guidance for people who are or will submit immigration applications that require them to pass a public charge test. If the disease has prevented you from working, or you had to use a covered public benefit to get medical care, USCIS asks that you submit a statement and supporting records with your application explaining how your financial circumstances and use of covered public benefits are related to the COVID-19 pandemic. Remember, many public benefits never counted towards public charge, such as food banks, WIC, New York State Medicaid, emergency Medicaid, reduced school lunch and breakfast programs, and many others. Also, people who are applying for green cards based on humanitarian applications such as asylum, domestic violence, crime, trafficking, and special immigrants do not have to pass the public charge test in order to become permanent residents. If you have any questions or concerns, please reach out to NeighborsLink at 914-666-3410. Thank you.
Hi, family.
Hi, everyone.
Peekskill.
We're the WJCS Scopes team, working in your schools and community to provide mental health care, support, and treatment for parents and students and families. We want you to know that we are still here on the phone and through secure video to talk to and to get some help through these very difficult times of the COVID-19 health crisis.
Hi, I'm Miss Abby, the Family Support Specialist. I help moms and dads with resources and supports if needed for your families.
And hi, I'm Miss Kathy from Woodside School. Our children are missing their teachers, their friends, and their routines. We are helping people manage worries and find new ways to be together and to stay safe.
WJCS has lots of programs. We help lots of people of all ages and all situations, and it's easy to connect. Just call us or ask school personnel to connect you to WJCS. Have a good day and stay safe.
Bye.
Bye.
Hi, Peekskill Saturday Academy. We hope that you are all well. We are bummed that we are not there in person, but what an exciting opportunity to do some virtual programs. So we are coming to you today with some of our animals. We hope that you and your families are all well and safe throughout these times. And this is Chinny. She probably looks familiar. She's attended a lot of Saturday Academies, and she told me, right? She's also bummed that she is not there. We hope, like I said, we hope you guys are doing well. So Chinny is our gray chinchilla. She is about 11 years old, and she is loving this cooler weather because these guys like to live where it's nice and cold. She eats nuts, seeds, and berries. She can jump over 6 feet high. Animals are a lot of work, and you'll see throughout our video today some different animals, how to care for them, their diet requirements, enrichment. Animals are not just put the food down and walk away. Some animals need a lot of work. We do a lot of rescuing, and some animals, when they come to us, are not so nice. It takes a lot of time to do hands-on work with them. And plus, I have 2 small kids, so these guys are handled on a daily basis. They need touch, words, right? You want to be talked to? Like to be talked to? So it's really important that you make sure before you get an animal that you do your research. Read 2 to 3 books, make sure you know where it's from, if it needs a certain temperature in its environment, a special diet. Some animals can eat certain foods. Some animals have a special fruit, like guinea pigs have to have oranges, right? Chickens love to have worms and cucumbers and things like that, fun treats. So it's really important that you take time to do your research. We hope that we can all see you guys soon, and we hope that you enjoy our video today. Guys, so we're taking a little animal tour today and showing you some of our animals as we feed them in our afternoon chores. So this is Socks. You probably recognize Socks because he comes to Saturday Academy. He's usually indoors during the academy, and he has graduated. As you see, he has gotten bigger, and he is now outside. If you hear him right now, he is hungry. So they vocalize and they oink in order to get attention and to get food. So we're going to give him some of his yummy pellets. Who has a special diet. This is really important for him. Hi, Socks! Ready? You gonna sit? 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 Oh, good boy. And that's Socks. We are training him to sit when we go up to him so he doesn't jump at you or try and get your little fingers as you're feeding him. And he's going to eat his yummy food. Hi, Socks. Is that yummy? Oh, boy. Now we visited Socks. You know that he is pretty small. He is only about 15 to 20 pounds. And everybody wants micro pigs. Micro pigs actually do not stay that small, like these guys behind me. So these are my rescue pigs. All the pigs that I have here were once bought because I thought they were going to be micro pigs. This is Gordy. He is my 3-year-old male. And if you guys notice, he's about 85 pounds. We have Francis, he's also 3 years old. Francis and Gordon came to me together. They were actually in a Manhattan apartment. They're not fit for a Manhattan apartment, so I rescued them. Hamlet is 16 years old, and we have Wilbur. And he is about 14 years old, and these guys are about 115 pounds each. So little pigs don't always stay little, so make sure you do your research. But they're hungry, so I'm gonna go feed them. Come on, guys. Now we're here at our goat enclosure. We have two types of goats. We have African pygmy goats and two Nubians. Oh, wait, that's not a goat. That's actually a sheep. That is Lammy, and she's a hair sheep. These guys have all been born here with us, and they'll live out their lifetime here with us. Now, you're probably wondering why these four guys are right here with me. These are last year's battle babies. These guys actually have really, really docile personalities. It's really important, they're trying to steal my feet out of my bucket, that these guys get daily food. They get fed twice a day. They get alfalfa hay, as well as a special pellet. Really? That's peanut butter. Maybe he should go out for the Olympics. I don't know, what do you think? You guys want some more grain? We also do deworming and trim the hooves. Peanut butter! Is that yummy, guys? You're probably wondering why on all their ears they have tags. Because we are licensed to travel in New York State, they have to have an ear tag. It just shows that they are ours, that they have been properly vaccinated. So when we do fairs and festivals, if we do get a vet inspection, they actually easily pull up their record. Want more peanut butter? I think we're gonna go this way. Come on. So now we're at our chickens. These are our silky chickens. They are a fancy breed of chicken. These guys are really cool because they have 5 toes. Their skin and their bones and their meat are actually all black. These guys are called silkies. We have 5 hens and 1 rooster. Hens are being females, roosters as in it being male. And these guys, oh, that's our male. That's our rooster. His name is Blackie. He is about a little over a year old. And we've got Elvis. I know it's a boy's name, but she is a hen. Right? If you notice, all in the background, they've actually started laying eggs. Most chickens will lay eggs in a house. For some reason, I have one chicken who will not lay eggs in her house. The other ones do. If you notice, we have our nest right here. And these are our chicken eggs. Right? So these we will actually put into an incubator because yes, they are fertile as we have roosters and hens together. So they'll put them in the incubator and usually about 21 to 28 days, we will hatch some chickens. What do you think? And that's pretty cool. Now these guys are really cool. They love to eat worms. It's really important that they get a special diet. So they are on a mash food of corn. They get fresh water every day and the chicken house is cleaned about 2 to 3 times a week. Alright guys, now we're at our rabbits. These are just some of the rabbits that we have rescued or taken in over the years. It's very important every day that we check their water bottles. The water bottles actually get scrubbed once or twice a week to make sure they are staying clean for the rabbits. These rabbits do live outside all year round. If you notice, they have wire on the outside and a box in the back. During the winter time, that box is packed with hay to keep them extra warm, but rabbits do actually grow a winter coat to help insulate them and keep them warm. This is one of our newer guys. This is Spirit. Spirit is 8 weeks old. He is a lion head. So lion heads actually are a newer breed of rabbit. They are from Belgium and they came to the States in the 1980s. Now these guys are really important. You can't give them a lot of green leafy vegetables or plants. It actually can make their stomach upset. So they get a pellet diet. Their treats 2 or 3 times a week are carrots, also fresh grass. And if it is hot in the summertime, we actually do frozen water bottles. We put them inside of their enclosures and actually to land them to help keep them cool. They get their cage cleaned every single day. It's important for their health, that they keep very clean environments. Say hi. Hi. We have Russians, 2 Russians. We have a Redfoot, and we have Hurley. He is our Herman's tortoise. He is actually 9 years old. He is full grown. These guys are from Southern Europe, so Egypt, Afghanistan, Italy, places all around there. And then these guys make really good pets because they stay small. When a lot of people get tortoises, they get them because when they're born, they're the size of a quarter, right? So small and cute. They don't do the research. Well, they're lucky because Hurley stays small, but some tortoises get 18 inches like the Redfoots, and they all have different diets. Some get fruit and some do not. And over the course of years, as they grow, why don't you get a sulcata tortoise like TJ? So TJ is 100 pounds. He is our African spur-thighed tortoise. You don't see him a lot because, 1, he doesn't fit in our van to go to birthday parties, and he's very, very active. And trying to take a 100-pound tortoise and move him all around at events, it doesn't work. And trying to confine him at events doesn't work. He is strong like a bull, and he will push through any fence that's in front of him. So he is actually pretty much retired. He does not go to any events anymore. He will hang out with us for his life. Believe it or not, he's not done growing. So you get a tortoise like Hurley, you think that they're gonna stay small, before you know it, they're eating you out of house and home. But unlike the Herman's tortoise, you cannot give these guys lots of fresh fruits and veggies. It actually can make them bound up. So it's really important that they have a green leaf diet. If you notice, he's got some dandelions, which are his favorite. He has some romaine, and this is just 1/8 of what he will eat on a daily basis. By himself, he will have over 10 heads of lettuce in one day, and they'll graze all day long. And lots of hay. So we have to do a big mixed plate. You put the hay down first, lettuce on top, and then you have to mix it all around because some tortoises are not grown up on hay. So what happens is when we get them, we have to teach them to transition to get more of that alfalfa into their diet. So it's really important that you guys do your research. These guys will dig also 6-foot holes in the ground. So we have to have a special fence for him. If you notice, it looks like his shell is really sparkly clean and this guy's shell is quite dirty. This is substrate. We actually have dirt in their enclosures because they have to be able to burrow. Whereas the Herman's tortoise uses the bottom of stumps and logs. So his shell is not covered in dirt like TJ's is. So TJ is a really magnificent animal. We actually love him. He is one of our old guys. And I said he will stay with us forever. So it's really important that when you guys are getting tortoises, just do your research. Make sure that, you know, is he gonna stay small like Hurley or is he gonna get big like TJ? So these guys, they actually do get along, but because they're actually both males, it's TJ's nature to try and fight. So we're gonna keep these guys a little separated. But he will walk about 4 to 5 miles in a day, if not more. And because he's outside today, he is so happy. He is finally enjoying this beautiful sun because he's a reptile. He needs the sun to heat up his shell in order to help digest his food. Pretty cool, right? He's gonna come in on you, Mom. Hey, how you going, TJ? Unlike a dog, when I call him, he doesn't always come back. Where are you going? You gonna say hi to all your friends? Say hi! Right? If you look at his feet, they're bigger than mine. How crazy, right? Where are you going? And yes, when I touch him, he can feel me pet him. Why is that? There is a big blood supply all through his shell. Where you going, TJ? He's looking for more dandelions.
Hi, everybody. So Jesse actually showed you all our farm animals. So we are now in our warm room where we house all our primates and our reptiles and things. I'm actually in the lemur pen. These are black and white rough lemurs, and they're endemic to Madagascar. There's black and white rough lemurs, there's red and white rough lemurs, and these guys actually would be in the rainforest. They live in the canopies. They spend a lot of their time in the trees called arboreal. And they like to eat all different things, but mostly they are fruit eaters. Some eat plants and meat and things, but these black and white rough lemurs actually like a fruit diet. And they love flowers and nectar and honey and that type of thing. So their diet, we feed them twice a day. And it has bananas and melons and fruit. They also get like a monkey biscuit too for their vitamins and things. You really have to watch their diet. And these lemurs will live to be 25 to 30 years old. And we have actually had them for about 10 years or so. And they'll stay with us for their lifetime. It'd be great if they were back in the rainforest, but unfortunately, when you get an exotic animal as a pet and it doesn't work out, they can't go back to the zoo. They have to go to another facility, a sanctuary, where they can live their life out. So they can't be re-released into the wild. They know a cookie. They don't know how to take care of themselves. They don't know how to forage for their food. You see, we hide their food up in their tubes. It's called enrichment. If we just put the bowl down for them, it really wouldn't be much fun getting their food. So we have to kind of hide their food around in different places where they can find it. So we'll put it in their tube, and we're going to put it in their basket, because you see, they like to hide. They like to be there. And the neat thing is, I don't know if they'll do it while I'm in here, but they're the second loudest in the rainforest. They're called vocalizers, and the howler monkey is the loudest. But then the black and white rough lemurs are very loud. It gets crazy, especially this time because the sun is going down. You see, they're diurnal. They're active during the day. They sleep at night. And when the sun starts to set, you can hear our parrot shelling. That's the indicator that it's time to get cover. Predators are coming out. They're going to get pretty loud pretty soon. So I'm going to hide their food. We've got a couple other animals to show you. And we will talk to you soon. And Cookie, you want to eat? It's chow time. Sounds like some strawberries, some bananas, maybe some apple. Let's see. In you go.
And now we're over here with our mob of kangaroos. These are our older kangaroos. Hi! So this is Millie, and we have Toodles. Millie is our flyer. That means she is a female kangaroo. And yes, she does have a pouch. It's actually hidden on the front of her belly. It's actually very hard to see. Let me. Oh. There it is. That's a little pouch. And females are born with their pouch. When a joey is in the pouch, that's a baby kangaroo. It's just a term for baby roo. When they're out of the pouch, you have flyers, which are our girls. You've noticed they are blue in color. And you've got boomers, which are our males, which are more red in color. These guys sleep 18 hours a day. That is Bounce. He is one of our big males. You can see he's very bright red in color. He is about 3.5 to 4 years old. Right, Bounce? He's about 6.5 feet when he stands all the way up. He's got very, very strong arms and legs and a very heavy muscular tail for balancing with. These guys, like I said, they just sleep a long time, about 18 hours a day. They're crepuscular. Australia is very hot, and kangaroos can't sweat, nor can they pant. They have to lay down where it's nice and cool. They have to use their front sharp nails to dig into the dirt and get to the cool layer. Helps cool their body temperature down. Millie over here, she's only about 4.5 to 5 feet tall, only about 95 to 100 pounds. So the females actually stay very small. They don't get as big as the male kangaroos. In the wild, kangaroos can live 5 to 7 years, but in captivity, up to 19 to 20 years of age. These guys actually are very friendly because we have hand-raised them. We hand-raise all of our kangaroos. They do stay with us. Otherwise, if we didn't, I could never get this close to them. They are very skittish in the wild and require a lot of work when you do work hands-on with them. Right? You know you have kisses? These guys require a special diet. They're herbivores, so they require grass, greens, hays. They also love sweet potatoes, and apples. Bounce loves to kiss. Right? Alright guys, now we are in talking about Zara. Zara is our African ball python. She is about 6 years old. She is a rescue. The snakes are actually one of the most common phone calls that I do get. A lot of times because kids go to college and mom and dad don't want to keep them, or they're aggressive and they're not sure how to handle them. Ball pythons are actually very docile. They don't really have a mean temperament, so with proper handling, they're actually very, very friendly. So Zara we got as a rescue. She will live to be about 40 years old in captivity, which is a very long time. These guys are cold-blooded, which means they cannot regulate body temperature. So we actually have to supply UVB lights, helps them to digest their food. In the summertime, we actually prefer them to be outside to get natural sunlight. It's actually very important to get natural sunlight. If you notice, her eyes are gray. She's getting ready to go into a shed. So reptiles have to shed their scales.
They do between 3 to 5 times a year, depending how often that they eat. So after they peel off their shed, it looks like this. This is actually from our 8-foot red-tailed boa constrictor. So it looks just like the snake, same color, same pattern, but there's no snake in here. So these guys eat between once to twice a month, depending on how hot their enclosures do get. And some snakes will hibernate. If you hear that noise, it's our capuchin monkeys trying to talk to me as we're in the warm building and they see me and they see one of their predators, which is snakes. So that's why you probably hear all the crazy commotion going on. But Zara is actually very, very friendly. We use her for almost all of our programs. And they get their name because when they're scared or if they're trying to stay warm, they curl into a tight ball to help protect themselves. Just like that. Yep, if you notice, as she sits here, her tongue is going in and out. That is actually a way to smell. They use their tongue to pick up different senses that are around to figure out if it's food, if it is not food. And in the back of their mouth is Jacob's organ. That's how they figure out that scent, right? These guys will get between 4 and 6 feet when full grown. Very friendly, like I had said, right? And believe it or not, they're not wet and slimy, nice and dry like a basketball. All right, so we put Zara back into her enclosure and we brought out Milo. So Milo is a bearded dragon. These guys are native to Australia. He is a sunfire bearded dragon. So now in the wild, you would not find this color. Bearded dragons are actually brown in the wild because the Australian sand is more brown. Over time in captivity, they have been bred for different colors, and that's where you get this. It's called morphing. And these guys are, what I said, he's a sunfire, so he's actually yellow. He's actually getting ready to go into a shed, just like the snake. So on the sides of his body, he is darker in color. This actually will go all the way up, and he also will find some water, lay in it, soak it all up, and then shed all of his skin. So this is his beard. It looks flat right now, but when he is trying to attract a female or fight off other males, this beard actually will puff up and it will turn black. And that's his way of either attracting females, showing that he is much bigger than other males when they're going to fight. It's one of his defense mechanisms. These guys love to eat worms, especially mealworms, tomato bugs. They also do crickets and green leafy vegetables. So they do some green leaves. These guys love romaine, some spring mix, cucumbers, apples, bananas. They get a whole mix of diet. And just like the snake, he's also cold-blooded. So we have to supply him UVB lights to help regulate his body temperature, help to digest that food. In the summertime, he will be outside an outdoor enclosure to get the natural sunlight. These guys, these spikes look very sharp, but actually they are not. They appear to be sharp. And on top is actually little bumps. It feels like sandpaper. When you pet them from head to tail, you're like, oh, that doesn't feel too bad. But going from tail to head, he's actually very prickly. That is because birds attack from behind. When they hit them, they actually feel all of those scales. These guys will live between 12 to 15 years in captivity. And with proper handling, they actually make really, really great pets. It takes about a year for them to get used to you, right? Because they're very fast when their babies are about that big when they come out of their shell, right? Out of the eggs, right? What do you think? That's Milo. All right, now we have our North American alligators. We actually do have 3 North American alligators, Lewis and Roger. So this is Lewis. Roger's still inside. They have attended Peekskill Academy before. If you hear him right now, he is actually vocalizing. That is because it is nighttime, and in the wild, these guys would just be getting ready to slide into the water after sitting on the embankment all day, soaking up the sun, to finally eat some food. They eat at nighttime. So during the daytime, they sit on the embankment. These are their scales, their scoots, and they soak up all of the sun to help digest their food because, like the snake and the bearded dragon, they are also cold-blooded. They need sun to make their bodies nice and warm to help digest their food. These guys are reactionary animals. That means that these guys can be put into water, and if a pebble was to be dropped in, they would react, just like that. These guys have about 85 teeth in their mouth,
and over the course of their life, they'll go through over 3,000 teeth. Just like a shark, when one tooth falls out, another one comes in. These guys also are very smart, believe it or not. And if you run zigzag, it's a myth. They still will catch you because they can run very fast. In the wild, mommy gators will climb up into the embankment. They will dig a huge hole in the ground to lay their eggs. And believe it or not, the temperature of the ground helps to incubate the egg and determine if it's going to be boys or girls. So anything about below 82 degrees are going to be females. Between 84 and 90, you're going to find a mixed gender. Some boys, some girls. And anything above 92 degrees, you're going to have male babies. So the hotter it is, you get males. The cooler it is, you get females. These guys have a cool feature. They have two different eyelids. Let's see if I'll show you. Bloop. There we go. So like I said, these guys have a really cool eyelid. They have a nictitating membrane. So they have a clear one that goes across to help with the rocks and sticks. And then they have one that comes from the bottom to the top to help with the sun when they're laying out in the embankment. They also will croak, another way to vocalize, right? And what's a cool feature is they have a flap in the back of their mouth. So as you can sit in the water like this, and as prey goes by and they grab it, the flap will push the water out and they will swallow their prey so they don't swallow water by accident and actually drown. So these guys live up to 50 years. They're part of the crocodilian family. At one point, yes, they actually were endangered. And then down in southern states, Florida, Mississippi, Louisiana, they stopped the hunting of the alligator. And numbers drastically came back up. And now these guys are all over down south. They do not make good pets. This is how we got him. He was here illegally in New York. A gentleman was bragging about him, and people complained to DEC, which is Department of Environmental Conservation. They confiscated him, and because we are licensed, USDA and DEC, we were able to get Lewis. Now, of all the animals that we have, we will not keep Lewis for his whole entire life. Having a 15-foot alligator in New York, probably not the best, and they also can be very aggressive. So these guys will go to a sanctuary when they're about 5 to 6 feet down south, and they'll live out the rest of their lives in the Everglades and be part of a breeding program down there in the sanctuary. Neat. All right, Peekskill Academy, that is our tour of our animals. We hope that you guys enjoyed it as much as we enjoyed doing it for you all. We hope you guys learned some really cool and important information. And like I said before, if you have any questions about the animals or anything at all, feel free to Facebook, Instagram, like us, email us. We are here. And we hope again that you guys are all staying safe and well. And we hope to be able to see you guys soon. Have a wonderful weekend.
Hello, my name is Valerie Eaton. I am the president of the Peekskill NAACP. I'm coming to you today to say hello and hope that you are well and faring through this very difficult time that we are in. I'm coming to you today to also let you know that we're still working for our community. Behind the scenes, we are currently interviewing CD17 candidates. Elections are still happening this year. We want to make sure that you have available to you all the resources and information you need to make an educated vote. We have interviewed 5 candidates. We are awaiting response from the others, but we will have a video presentation of all of the interviews before the primaries in June. Please stay tuned for more work that our branch is doing. And please consider joining, renewing your membership, or simply providing a donation. We will be back with more information and more advocacy work for you. We pray for you and your family and pray that our community will come out of this stronger and better. Thank you for your attention, and we hope to see you all soon.
My name is Elizabeth, and I'm the managing attorney of the Neighbors Link Community Law Practice. And I'm here today to talk to you about the Coronavirus Aid, Relief, and Economic Security Act, otherwise known as the CARES Act, which was enacted on Friday, March 27th, and offers relief to people impacted financially by the coronavirus. It provides direct payments on a sliding scale of up to $1,200 per adult and $500 per child, depending on the income and immigration status of the individual. You are eligible for a relief check under the CARES Act if you are a single U.S. resident and have an adjusted gross income less than $99,000 a year. If you file as the head of household and earn under $146,500 a year, or if you file jointly without children and earn less than $198,000 per year. You must also have filed a tax return in 2018 or 2019 and be a taxpayer who uses a valid Social Security number. If you aren't a U.S. citizen, you may still be eligible as a green card holder or as another qualifying non-resident under the tax code. This includes both DACA recipients or TPS recipients. Please keep in mind, people who meet these prerequisites may still be disqualified from receiving cash payments if they have a spouse or child that does not have a valid Social Security number. Individuals filing with ITIN numbers or tax ID numbers will also not be eligible for a relief check. This will disqualify millions of immigrants who are filing taxes with ITIN numbers and United States citizen and green card holders in mixed status families. There will be approximately 4.3 million adults and 3.5 million children in the United States who will be excluded from receiving payments from the government. If you have any questions about your eligibility, please call Neighbors Link at 914-666-3410. Thank you.
Hey, I'm Mike Risco from Mike Risco Music, and I'm excited to be here to give you guys your first guitar lesson. Playing guitar is an awesome thing, and it's lots of fun, and it would be great if there was more guitar players in the world. So the first thing we want to do is just get your guitar. There's lots of different guitars. Any guitar with 6 strings will do. It doesn't matter if it's an acoustic or electric or nylon string or steel string or whatever size it is. And let's first talk about how to hold it. So if you notice these curved parts on the side, the waist of the guitar body, that is designed to go on your leg like this. And it's important that it sits this way on your right leg. Now there are classical players that put this leg up and hold it this way, which you could, but I think this way would be good. And have your arm coming over this way, and you kind of want to have this part of the neck close to you so you can see it and you can grab it, and you want to have the guitar flat against your body. A mistake that people often make is they put the guitar this way and put their arm back here. Now it seems like it's too big and it's awkward to play this way. So again, I want to have it here and flat against my body. Also, the other mistake people make is they start to go like this so they can see what they're doing. And that actually makes it harder because you have to reach around underneath. So flat against the body, you can just look down so you can see things, okay? That's how you hold it. Now, we need to first just understand the parts of the guitar. This is the body, this is the neck, and this is the head. This is how you tune the strings with these tuning machines, they're called. And over here, this thing right here is called the nut. And these metal things inside the neck are called the frets, not the strings, but these metal things, frets, F-R-E-T-S. And when you play a note on the guitar, you play right behind the fret, and that's how you get a good tone. You don't play on top of the fret. It'll sound like that. You want to be right behind it, but close to it. Okay? All right. Now let's talk about the names of the strings, because every string has a number and a letter. Now, I wrote a series of guitar books. This is from the book A, and this would be the appropriate book for you guys to be in at this point. It's a diagram of the guitar this way. All right, so all the way on this side here on the right is our thinnest string, which is this one here. That is an E string, and that's your first string. The next string is the B string. That's string number 2. The next string is G right here. That is number 3. The next string is D, which is number 4 over here. The next string is A, number 5. And the next string is E, number 6. There are 2 E's, which are 2 octaves away from each other. So that's really important. So you want to know the names of the strings. Okay, so now let's get to play some chords. So let's talk about what a very easy chord and how a chord diagram is written. And this is what you see a lot. Let's take a look right here on page 48. Now, when you guys look at this, if you want to stop the video and study this for a second, you can. So again, it's a picture of the guitar like this. And the lines going up and down this way are the strings. The lines going across like that are the frets. And this dark line up on the top, that is the nut, which is this. And you'll see there are X's and O's. The X's mean that those are the strings that are not played, so you don't play those down there. And then the O's mean that you play the strings open, and open strings are just like that. So this particular chord here is a G7 chord, and it has finger number 1 on the first fret. And when we refer to the first fret, we mean in this space behind the fret. Now, finger numbers on guitar are different than, say, piano. So when you play guitar on your left hand, your index finger is finger 1, then it goes 2, 3, 4. Okay, we don't count our thumb. Although there's some more advanced techniques where you can use your thumb to play things, but we're gonna start with these 4 first. All right, so let's move on, and we're gonna go to a very easy chord, which is right here, called the E minor chord. Now let's talk about sounds for a second. So just like any other language, the names and sounds of these chords are all different, and you want to kind of get to recognize them. So let's talk about 3 different types of chords. Major chords. Major chords have a happy kind of sound, like this. These are major. Then we have minor chords, which have more of a sad, darker kind of sound. These are minor. And then we have 7th chords, and 7th chords have more of like a funky kind of sound. These are 7th chords. All right, so let's do a little ear training here. So the first kind of chord I'm gonna play, I'll play it and you tell me what kind of chord it is. Ready? Take a listen. What do we think that is? If you said minor, you're right. That's a minor chord. Let's move on to another one. What kind of chord is this? What do you think? That's major. Good. And next we have this one. You guessed it right. That's a 7th chord. Now, we're going to move on to an easy chord progression. Now, chord progression is where you play more than one chord in a row. So this would be a chord progression if I went. And it keeps going and going and going. So we're going to start with a simple chord progression. And let me just turn the page here. All right, so if you get a look at this, I've laid this out. So when you put it on your music stand, you've got major, minor, and 7th chords on this page, and they're in alphabetical order, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. And then on this page here, on page 57, we've got chord progressions. So this one, for instance, is E minor. These little slashes mean to strum it 4 times, and then you switch to G7, back to E minor, and G7. We just do that over and over and over again. And the goal is to play from one chord to the next chord without stopping. And in the beginning, it's a little tricky, but that's what you're trying to do. So let's take a look at our first 2 chords. The first chord is E minor, and you will find that chord right here. And that is a real simple chord. there's actually no fingers on it. It's just the first, second, and third string open, and then the bottom 3 strings you don't play. So I'm gonna take my pick. Now, you can play with your fingers or a pick, and there's different shapes and sizes of picks, and they all kind of actually sound and feel different. So you typically hold it between your thumb and your first finger like this, okay? And then we strum. That's how we're gonna start. You can play with your thumb also, but I would say start with a pick, and then as we get better at this, we can fool around with different ways to play. So an E minor is simply like this. Remember, I hold the guitar the right way, flat against my body, nice and comfortable. I take my pick and I play the first 3 strings. Now, you may have to look over a little bit until you get used to this. And that's it. And what we also want to do is make this one sound. Even though I'm strumming across, I'm kind of making it one thing. And what I mean by that is not like this. That's a different way to play it. We want to just go like this, a little faster and strum nice and light. 2, 3, 4, and I'm holding the guitar over here, so I'm not losing control of it. Do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. Now let's move on to the next chord. The next chord that we have is G7 in the chord progression, and G7 is down here on the bottom, and it's just your first finger. This is the one on the diagram from before. First finger on the first fret. Another thing too that I just put in here is that you do want to know how to tune your guitar, and we do have some diagrams on how to tune your guitar. There's lots of ways to tune your guitar. As well as in this box, there's a clip-on tuner. And this is a device that clips on your instrument, and it up here on the head of the guitar, and it tells you whether you need to tune up or down, and it lights up green when your string is in tune. So that's really important that your guitar is in tune. All right, so we're gonna play E minor to G7 back and forth. So as I play E minor, I want to think about the G7 coming up and keep my finger ready to go. So I'm kind of like right here, all set, hovering over there. So here's my E minor, 4 times, 3, 4, now G7. I'm gonna do it again, E minor. No fingers. First finger here. Now when I play G7, also I want to be careful that my finger, the top of my finger, doesn't touch the second string, because I want that to be open, so I have to land closer to my fingernail area there, okay? So let's do it again. E minor, 3, 4, G7. You got this, let's do it. 3, 4, E minor. Now if you feel it, you could strum a little like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's move on to the next one. Okay, so next chord progression is E minor, which we're all familiar with now. Now we're going to go to G, not G7, but G. And if we take a look over here, you'll see a G chord right down there. And for G, we use our third finger, our ring finger, and we put it on the 3rd fret. So here's my G. So E minor is real simple, no fingers, and I just kind of hang onto the guitar. I don't want to put my hand down here and then have to go find the G. I want to keep my hand ready to go. All right, so here we go. I'll count us in. 2, 3, go. E minor. 1, 2, 3, 4. G. 1, 2, 3. Back to E minor. Of course, you can play this as slow as you need to play it. Now G. Now I'll strum it a little bit. E minor, 1, 2, 3, 4, G. 2, 3, 4. A lot of songs are simple progressions like this, right? Like if I go like this, you might recognize this, or your parents might. lot of famous songs have just 2 and 3 chords in them. All right, let's do one more, okay? Now we're gonna do this chord progression here, E minor to G7, and then back to E minor, and then G. So we're just kind of mixing up everything that we've learned so far. Okay, you ready for this? We're gonna go nice and slow, and remember the goal is to go from one chord to the next without stopping and trying to be accurate with the amount of strings you play, hold the guitar properly, and just take it slow and enjoy it, okay? Here we go. So E minor, 2, 3, 4. No fingers. 1, 2, 3, 4. G7. Go back to E minor, no fingers, and I get myself set for G with my 3rd finger coming up. Here comes G. I'll start to strum it a little bit, make it a little more interesting. G7. As you get better, there's going to be bigger versions of these chords that you can play and more exciting things you can do to make this simple chord progression sound more interesting. Okay, which I can demonstrate right now. So here's another E minor, different one. G7. You guys enjoyed that. Stop the video at any time, go back, review, and just let us know if you have any questions, and we'll do this again. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Kathy Montaldo with Peekskill Recreation. Peekskill Recreation would like to thank all the healthcare workers, first responders, and essential workers who are going to work every day during these difficult times. We also like to thank you for staying home and keeping safe. We're unsure of what programs we'll be able to offer you this summer. We'll let you know through our Facebook page and city website. These decisions are made based on protocols and regulations from the county, state, and city of Peekskill. We miss you all and look forward to a time when we can all run, jump, and play and have fun. Until then, be well, be safe.
Hi everyone, this is Deborah Celis from MVP Healthcare, and I want to thank everyone for doing such a great job on keeping our community safe in this critical time. I also wanted to share that MVP has recently launched our free telemedicine service, My ER Now, which allows MVP members to get expert guidance from emergency room professionals for a wide range of health needs, such as flu-like symptoms, and yes, including COVID-19. Please do not hesitate to contact me and let me know how I can help if anyone needs health insurance, if they have any questions, or if they want to enroll over the phone. Give me a call. My number is 914-346-2199. Thank you again for the great job you're doing with our community, and please stay safe. Bye-bye.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Karen D. Thank you for joining me. Today we're going to start in a standing position. Look down at your feet and make sure your feet are hip width apart. And we're just going to start by wiggling the toes. Wiggling the toes. And then I want you to press those toes down and gently lift your heels off the earth. And maybe you place your hands on your hips for a little support. And slowly come back down. And one more time, look down, wiggle your toes, wiggle your toes. And one more time, pressing into the toes and lifting the heels off the mat. Balancing. Slowly coming back down, we're gonna bring those arms all the way up with an inhale. And as you exhale, bring them all the way back down. Hands on your hips. We're gonna shift the weight into the left foot. Inhaling that right knee up, opening the hip, and placing the bottom of the foot on the inside of the shin of the opposite leg. And when you're ready, once you find your place, you can reach those arms out like beautiful branches filled with green leaves and blossoms and maybe fruits. And they're all nice and strong branches. Find your balance, take your time, and slowly come back down. We're going to do the other side. So once again, place those hands on for support. Shift the weight into that right foot. Left leg lifts up. Open the hip. And we're going to place the bottom of that foot on the inside of the opposite shin. And one more time, reach those branches up. And let them sway from side to side. Gently swaying, creating movement, yet staying grounded. And if you fall out of it, it's okay. Just come right back into it. Setting up your foundation, setting up your pose. From here, we're going to inhale, lift those shoulders up. And as you exhale, drop them into your back pockets. Inhale, reach your arms all the way up. And as you exhale, fold forward, touching your toes, ankles or shins, wherever your hands lie, that is your pose. Bend your knees and slowly, slowly find yourselves into a seated position. From here, you're going to slowly come to lie onto your backs. Setting up your feet hip width apart, pressing your palms into the mat. And when you're ready, we're going to inhale and reach that right leg all the way up to the sky. On the inhale, we're going to press up all the way. On the exhale, we're going to lower that right leg down to the earth. Inhale, right leg to the ceiling. Exhale and lower. Inhale, press up, reach up. Exhale and lower, and we're keeping those hips off the mat the entire time. Inhale, leg up, reaching for the ceiling. Exhale and lower. Last time, inhale, press up, and we're staying here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bring your hips all the way down, and we're going to bend that right knee and drop that right leg down to the mat. Switching sides. Inhaling that left leg up. Shifting the weight into that right foot. On the inhale, press up for 1. Exhale, lower that left leg. Hips are off the mat. Inhale for 2. Kick the ceiling. Exhale and lower. Inhale for 3. Exhale and lower. Inhale for 4. Exhale and lower. And last time, inhale for 5. And we're staying for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, lower the hips all the way down, bringing that left foot down, dropping your knees left to right. All the way left, all the way right. Releasing the lower back, getting rid of any tight spots, any sticky spots in the body, creating an even open flow. From here, bring your hips back to center. Pull your knees into your chest. Give yourselves a squeeze. Maybe take this moment to say some kind words to yourself. Maybe set your intention for your day. Close your eyes. Reminding yourselves that you are great and you are kind. You are patient and understanding, and that you're a good person. Keep those words in your heart. Keep those words in your soul. From here, slowly allowing the legs to go all the way down to the mat. Point your toes. Flex the foot. Point and flex. From here, reach your arms all the way up and overhead, full body stretch. On the inhale, we're going to lift those legs up and then lift the head and the heart towards the feet. And we're going to lower together. Inhale, press up. Exhale and lower. Inhale, lift up. Exhale and lower. Inhale, lift the heart, lift the head, and lower. Inhale, lift it up, and we're staying here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend your knees, grab onto your shins, and slowly roll yourselves up to sit, coming into a seated position. Bringing the legs out long, shimmy the legs. Inhale, reach up all the way. And as you exhale, reach for the outside edges of your feet. And if and when you get there, lower your forehead towards your shins. If that is not accessible to you, grab onto your shins, your ankles, your knees, wherever you are in this pose. This is your yoga. This is your practice. Honor it. Slowly coming back up to sit. Crossing the legs, crisscross applesauce. Inhale, reach the arms all the way up. And as you exhale, left hand goes onto the right knee, right hand goes behind your back. Inhale, fill up your bellies. And as you exhale, press the belly into the spine and take the chin over the right shoulder, twisting from the belly. Slowly coming back to center. Inhale, reaching up. And as you exhale, right hand, left knee, left hand goes behind your backs. Inhale, fill up your bellies. And as you exhale, press the belly in towards the spine and take the chin over the left shoulder. We're twisting, we're creating space. We're releasing and we're letting go. Slowly bringing the whole body back to center. Taking that left arm and reaching it all the way across the front of the body. And that right arm comes up and gives it a nice deep stretch. Stretching the shoulder. Creating length. Maybe close your eyes and feel how this feels in your body. And then we're going to switch sides, taking the right arm all the way across, hooking that left arm up, and opening into that right shoulder. From here, inhale, reach both arms up. We're going to take that left hand and drop it down the back body and use that right hand to press that left elbow down. Almost as if you're giving yourselves a pat on the back for all this great work we've been doing. And then switching sides, reaching up one more time and dropping that right hand down the back, using that left hand to gently guide that right shoulder down the back, that right elbow, patting yourself on the back. Good job. And slowly releasing that and shaking it out. Shaking it out. From here, let the legs go long. Bring the bottoms of the feet to touch, almost like a butterfly shape. We're gonna inhale, bring those knees together. And as you exhale, open those knees. Bring the bottoms of the feet to touch. Inhale, reach up all the way. And as you exhale, reach all the way forward, dropping your hands over your toes and slowly dropping your forehead towards the earth. And allow your body to just sink and settle. Allowing the spine to be long, the head to be heavy, and the face to be soft. From here, slowly coming back up to sit. And if the body is calling for any more poses, here's your chance. Otherwise, come to lie onto your backs. Let the legs roll out. Tuck the tailbone up to release any pressure on that lower back. Bring the hands beside you. Bring your concentration symbol to your fingers by bringing the thumb and the middle finger to touch. Slowly soften your shoulders into the earth. Let the belly be soft and let the heart be open. Settle in for your last and final pose. Release the jaw. We hold tension in the jaw. Release the forehead. Allow the body to be soft. Slowly begin to wiggle your fingers and toes. Gently beginning to invite life back into your body. Maybe your arms want to reach up and overhead for a full body stretch. Whatever your body's calling for, honor it. Slowly bending your knees, rolling onto your side, and gently coming back up to sit. Keeping your eyes closed and your face soft. Bringing your palms to touch. As always, I bow to the love, the kindness, the understanding, the patience, and the compassion that lives within each and every one of you. Thank you for choosing to share your yoga practice with me. I bow to you. Namaste.
Hi everyone, my name is Mirna Handelman. We miss you a lot and we want to let you know we're here for you in this difficult time. And also, I want to let you know we're still open and we provide services through telemedicine, video call, and also in person if you need a COVID-19 test. Please contact us to get more resources available and schedule your next appointment at 914-734-8800. Thank you so much. Stay safe and healthy, and we see you soon. Bye.
We're going to take a nice inhale and reach our arms all the way up to the sky. And as you exhale, bring your arms all the way back down. Take your time. Inhale, reach all the way up. This time, bring the palms to touch. And gently take that right hand and grab it onto that left wrist. And slowly begin to reach the right side of the body all the way over. Taking a nice stretch on that right side. Slowly coming back to center, bringing the palms to touch one more time. We're going to take that left hand, grabbing onto that right wrist. We're going to take the bend all the way over to the left side of the body this time. Notice your edges. Be gentle. Slowly coming back to center. One more time, taking the stretch all the way over to the right. Maybe just a little deeper this time. And slowly coming back to center and taking it one more time all the way over to the left. Maybe just a little deeper this time. Slowly coming back to center, placing the left hand onto the right knee. Right hand goes behind your back. Inhale, fill up your bellies. And as you exhale, taking the chin over the right shoulder, pressing the belly in towards the spine, twisting, releasing, and letting go here. Slowly coming back to center, inhaling, reaching up, right hand onto the left knee, left hand goes behind the back. Inhale, fill up your bellies. And as you exhale, press the belly in towards the spine and take the chin over the left shoulder. Twisting allows us to release and to let go of anything that the body's holding on to. It does not serve you. Slowly coming out of this. One more time, inhaling, reaching all the way up. And as you exhale, plant your palms, pull yourselves forward, and we're all gonna come to lie onto our mats, belly first. So the tops of the feet are pressing into the mat. Walk the arms all the way out like a full body stretch and drop your forehead to the mat. From here, bring the arms beside you. Let the legs lift up towards the ceiling. The left hand will grab onto that left foot. The right hand reaches for the right. The legs are hip width apart. On the inhale, we're going to lift the head, the heart, and the thighs off the mat. Taking a moment, getting yourself set up. On the inhale, we're going to lift up, pressing the feet into the hands, lifting the heart off of the mat, and breathing. And from here, slowly releasing the legs all the way back down, releasing the hands, and taking one cheek onto the mat. And maybe gently shimmy your body over the mat, rolling those hips to release any tightness. One more time, bring the head back to center, legs lift up, right hand grabs onto the top of the right foot, left arm grabs onto the top of the left foot. Taking a moment to set up your foundation. On the inhale, pressing up, pulling those arms back, kicking the feet into the hands, and remembering to breathe. And slowly coming all the way back down, bringing the other cheek onto the mat and gently shimmy over those hips to release any tightness. Planting the palms onto the mat, slowly coming up onto your knees. And from here, we're going to set up for our tabletop. So the shoulders and the wrists are in line, the hips and knees are in line, the top of the feet are pressing into the earth. On the inhale, the right arm reaches forward. Left leg kicks back. Nice and energized posed here. And we're balancing, creating length and creating space all at the same time. On the exhale, elbow to knee, bring it to the middle, lift it up. Inhale, reach and kick. Exhale and round. Inhale, reach and kick. Exhale and round. Slowly switching sides, taking your time. Inhaling that left arm forward, right leg kicks back, toes are pointing down. Nice and energized posed here. Exhale, round and lift. Inhale, reach and kick. Exhale, round and lift. Last time, inhale, reach and kick. Exhale, round and lift. Slowly coming back down to your tabletop. The top of the head is reaching for the front of the room. On the exhale, we're going to bring the inside edges of the heels to touch. Create some space in between your knees and slowly sit your hips all the way back. Walk the arms all the way forward and drop your forehead towards the earth. Allow the belly to be soft. Slowly coming back out of this on the inhale and finding yourselves onto your backs, coming to sit and then slowly coming to lie. Bend your knees, place both feet onto the mat. Inhaling that right leg up, and on the exhale, bend the knee, cross it over onto that left thigh, taking both hands, wrapping it around that left thigh and pulling it towards your face for a pigeon on your back. Close your eyes. For a deeper stretch, inhale that left leg up. And as you exhale, press the belly in towards the spine. Pull that left thigh just a little closer and notice the space you created. Maybe one more time. Inhale, lift that left leg up. And as you exhale, belly button to spine, gently pressing, creating space. Slowly releasing both feet back down to the mat, switching sides. Inhaling that left leg up. And as you exhale, crossing it over the right, taking both hands, wrapping it around that right thigh, pulling it towards your face as that left knee presses open. And noticing the difference on the left and the right. Not judging, just noticing. Taking a nice inhale, lifting that right leg up. And as you exhale, press the belly in towards the spine. Pull that right thigh a little closer and notice the space that you created. One more time, inhaling that right leg up. And as you exhale, drop it down, pulling it just a little closer to you. Slowly releasing both feet back down to the mat. Keeping the knees bent, lift the hips over to your left, drop the knees to your right, cactus the arms beside you, and we're going to take the chin over the left shoulder, taking a nice supine twist here. Pressing the shoulders into the mat, opening the heart, keeping the front of the body nice and open. As we twist and we release and let go of anything that does not serve you today. Slowly bring the body back to center. Lift the hips, the feet. Drop the hips over to your right, knees to your left. Taking the chin over the right shoulder as we twist, as we create space, as we ground ourselves And as we release and let go of anything that does not serve us today. Slowly bring the feet and the hips back to center, head to center. Pull the knees into your chest, wrap your arms around your shins and give yourselves a hug. Close your eyes and maybe take a moment and set your intention for the day. Maybe remind yourselves how great you are, how kind you are, that you're a good person, and that you're good enough. From here, slowly find yourselves up to sit, coming back to the front of your mat, letting the legs go long in front of you, flexing the foot, and then pointing the toes. One more time, flex and point. Sitting up tall, taking a nice inhale, reaching all the way up. And as we exhale, reaching for the outside edges of the foot. And then maybe dropping the forehead towards your shins. And staying here. And then slowly, slowly taking your time and slowly coming back up to sit. And unless your body is calling for any other poses, find yourselves back onto your backs. Let your legs roll out. Allow the palms to lie beside you, the hands to lie beside you. Bring your thumb and the index finger to touch in your concentration symbol. And allow your body to settle and ground into the earth. Press the shoulders into the earth. And rest. Release the jaw. Release the forehead. Taking a moment to notice your body. What do I need? Very slowly and gently, begin to wiggle your fingers and toes, slowly inviting life back into the body, creating movement, gentle movement. And maybe your arms want to reach up and overhead for a full body stretch. Whatever the body's calling for, honor it. And then gently bend your knees, roll over onto your side, and find yourselves back up to sit. Finding that comfortable seat, taking the left hand, placing it over the heart, and the right hand covers it. The heart is filled with love and kindness, reminding ourselves that when we get lost, when we get sad, when we get impatient, when we feel uncertain, to tap into that place that lives within us, to find strength, to find love, and to find kindness, because it lives right inside of us. Slowly bringing your hands to prayer. And as always, I bow to the love, the kindness, the compassion and understanding that lives within each and every one of you. Thank you for choosing to share your yoga practice with me. I bow to you. Namaste.
Hola, soy Mirna de Jackson River Healthcare. Los extrañamos mucho y estamos con ustedes en estos momentos tan difíciles. Quiero hacerles saber que el Centro de Salud está dando atención, sea por teléfono, videollamada o en persona. También estamos dando la prueba del COVID-19 a las personas que lo necesiten. Comuníquese con nosotros para poderle hacerle una cita y darle los recursos disponibles en la comunidad. Pueden llamar al 914-734-8800. Gracias y espero verlos pronto. Bye.